plays 1 to 5 players and takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. And this is a cooperative game where each player is playing as a superhero with their own special abilities and deck of cards. And players will be starting the game by mixing and matching some different villains that each have their own unique abilities and victory conditions. And then players are going to be shuffling together the different hazard cards associated with those villains and then attempting to save the world. Or instead, you might take too many wounds and lose the game as the world falls into turmoil. The game plays over a series of rounds, each with 4 phases, and every player is going to be managing a hand of cards, and you're going to be going up against different hazards that will appear throughout the game. And to take out those hazards, you're going to have to match different icons from the cards in your hand with the hazards that reveal themselves on the board. Players might also have some special ability cards that can break the rules or manipulate the game in different ways, so instead of placing tokens, you might instead want to use your abilities if you think that is the best step forward. And the first phase is the play phase, and this is where players are going to take turns to perform actions to move around the board and visit different locations. And when you visit a location, you can perform one action there. You can either spend cards to place matching tokens onto the hazard cards in order to try and get rid of them, or you can choose to play one of your special abilities at that location, or instead you can choose to pick up an advantage card, which you will then add to your deck, which will introduce some new abilities and actions that you could use in a future turn. After each player has moved to a location and performed their actions there, you move into the draw phase. And this is where players will be drawing new cards into their hand. And then after that, there's the effect phase where you resolve all the effects of any remaining hazards out on the board. And then finally, there's the crisis phase where new hazards will get drawn and added to the board. And if the players can survive long enough, that will trigger the final act of the game where you go into a climactic battle with a supervillain. And if you go ahead and follow this campaign before it launches, that will get you a $10 voucher for Dark Horse Comics. And you can check out their website, and if there's any graphic novels or comics that you're interested in, you can redeem that voucher there.